Welcome back to Road to 100. Another episode, but no workout today. So a full day of eating still. This is a full day of eating when I'm not working out. Today I'm fasting. I'm fasting for quite a long time. I've fasted for about 22 hours in total. And you'll get, I would say around between 20 to 22 hours. I'll let you know when I break it, obviously. But you'll see more insight to what I do, day-to-day business. Obviously you'll see what I eat in one day. Today I'm starting the day with a coffee. There's no food, there's no time for food. It's 5:45. I've got a PT client, then I've got a class to teach, and then I'll show you more about what I do day-to-day business behind the scenes. Gonna drink up this coffee. Same recipe as above, my bulletproof coffee, but without the coconut oil. And it's cold brew. So what cold brew means, I let it sit for around 14 to 16 hours. I'd say I let it sit for 15, then I pressed it. The difference to this is it lowers acidity levels of the coffee, and also it's quite convenient. You wake up, you drink a coffee. You drink a coffee when you wake up. It's a shitty accent, no? Anyway, the whole benefit of this, like I said, reduce acidity and also tastes a little bit better. Less bitter, a little bit bitter. Less bitter, so those people that want to drink black coffee, it's very fast friendly as well because of the low acidity levels in your stomach, and obviously that's what you want when you're fasting. So stay tuned and I'll see you in the next clip. So I just finished training a client and also I took a class. Now time's about 8:45 and I'm approaching the 16-hour mark of the fast. Like I said, the goal's between 20 and 22 hours. It's been really easy so far. I've just drank water since the coffee, nothing else. And if it does feel a bit difficult when you're fasting, you can add a tiny bit of Himalayan salt to your water, or some Celtic salt, or some Mexican mountain salt. Yeah, that sounds fancy as hell, no? But either one of those salts, they're all packed full of minerals. Sea salt's okay, but Himalayan salt has a bit more minerals than sea salt. Never table salt, remember, that's stripped of its minerals. And the whole point is when you're fasting, you do deplete your body of a bit of minerals. So if you feel low, dizzy, hungry, just have some water, add some salt in, and you should feel fine. Remember to keep drinking water. Since my coffee, I've probably had around a litre of water, and that's it so far. So the coffee and a litre of water. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm just waiting for Jess to arrive to crack on with some work. I will check in with you shortly. So Jess is here with me, just to clarify that I don't do nothing all day and just sit on my ass and make YouTube videos and take random Instagram stories. So both of us own Sweat Studios, this gym, and we also are the head trainers here. So we take all the classes and we PT here as well. When we're not doing that, we're working behind the scenes to make the classes better, the classes more effective, and also we are working on a transformation plan. Jess?
So yeah, we're working on a transformation plan at the moment. This is going to be really personalised. It's not some generic kind of plan that you're given and just expected to follow. We check up on everyone. So yeah, we're just working through that. Going to make it as amazing as possible for all of you.
Perfect. And that rolls out in January. So there's lots of hard work to do, planning all around that and implementing that. Also getting it copyrighted and make it look nice and neat. Anything else you want to add, Jess?
No.
No? Do you want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas? No?
Merry Christmas, guys. And if you're not, then...
Nah, she's lying. She'll be back on the camera soon. Do not worry. I'll check in at the next clip. Okay, so I just wanted to give you a quick physique update while Jess can record, because I can't do that alone. I just made some good gains, but I'm staying pretty lean as well. So I'm sitting at 99 kilos when I wake up now. Everything's looking bigger. I think mainly my legs have grown a lot as well. I think all my 99 kilos is there. Only on my, obviously, quads, my hamstrings never seem to grow. But I'm feeling good, looking lean. What do you think, Jess?
Pull your shorts.
My shorts down.
Really
nah,
good.
none of that. No one wants to see that on camera, but yeah, looking lean, feeling good. Ready to rock and roll. The time is 2:16. It's been just over 21 hours of this fast. To be honest, I'm not completely starving right now because I've been drinking water regularly. I'm a teeny bit hungry. All I've had since the coffee obviously was a green tea and just water. This will be the first thing I eat. So that's 21 hours. The best ways to get through fast, like I said, drinking consistently water. Green tea is helpful as well, and also coffee as well, just black coffee. Don't add anything else like too much sweeteners. I wouldn't say add sweeteners at all while you're fasting, to be honest. One of the best ways to break a fast is actually bone broth, because it's really good for your gut. It's high in collagen, which helps repair the gut and gives your gut a good lining. But I have steak and vegetables. This is purely because I don't have any bone broth. I just ran out of collagen as well, otherwise I'd break it with collagen, which, like I said, it's really good for your gut. It's good amount of amino acids and good source of protein. I'd usually break it with, say, collagen. If I do this long of a fast, then I'd eat like maybe 20 minutes later, half an hour later. But now I'm going straight in with this meal. I've got the seasoned greens, seasonal greens. I've got onions and mushrooms, which I sauteed together. And the steak, which I just put some paprika and salt, black pepper, and some chili flakes on. So it sounds pretty plain, but the best way to cook a steak, in my opinion, leave it out for an hour at room temperature, marinating in a bit of the spices, whichever spice you want to choose, whichever style you want to go for. If you want to go for Mexican, Asian, whatever you want to do, just leave it out, marinate it for around an hour at room temperature. Then it holds in all the juices when you cook it, and then you leave it for about 10 minutes before you, no, I'd say about 7 minutes before you eat it. That way the juices don't just seep out, it doesn't become all dry and like rubbery like. You just want it to be as juicy as possible. I'm going to show you how juicy my steak is right now. Like I said, this being the first meal of the day, you can either call it breakfast or lunch, it's completely up to you. I take my steak, I would say medium rare. Look, you can see it nice and bloody on the inside. That's some good steak. This is my favourite cut, by the way, sirloin. Sirloin and ribeye. I will see you in the next clip. So with intermittent fasting, it's a bit of a funny one. You don't eat every 2 hours, you don't eat every hour, you kind of eat whenever you feel like eating again. And I'm pretty hungry again. It's been just under 2 hours, it's been about an hour and a half now. So I'm gonna put together a smoothie. I lied kind of when I said I wasn't training today. I've got sparring, mixed martial arts at my MMA gym, which is a little bit far. I can't actually take in a camera there, so you won't get any footage. That's kind of why I said I wasn't training, but then I did also forget that I was doing this. So I'm gonna make a smoothie, a keto-friendly smoothie, because we're still doing the carb backloading. I'm gonna put in a bunch of stuff, tell you the recipe below. I'm kind of making it up based on past smoothies, but the first thing that's going in to the water is 20 grams of chocolate. So I'm gonna put 20 grams in, that's about right. I'm gonna put some coconut oil. Remember, I want this to be high in calories, so if anyone's looking at thinking, wow, this is high in calories, it's meant to be that way. Okay, so I'm gonna add the coconut oil. So I'm gonna add about 30, that's a lot. Add about 30 grams in there. Okay, that's what 30 grams looks like. Perfect, so now, whey isolate, my favourite whey isolate, the only whey isolate I use at the moment is the Micro Pure whey from Cage Muscle. I'm using vanilla flavour because of, that was not meant to happen. So I'm using the vanilla flavour. I'm gonna put a scoop in there. I'm kind of just putting it all in at the same time. Some people say, oh, put the protein in last. I usually actually do that. But for this vlog's sake, and there's a scoop of, well, not scoop, a teaspoon of cinnamon in there as well to sweeten it up, not sweeten it up, flavour it up. Cinnamon also lowers blood sugar. A sprinkle of Himalayan salt for some minerals. And then we have chia seeds. This thickens it up because I have no avocado, I have no banana. And I put about 30 grams of chia seeds in there as well. I'll put the full recipe in below so you can see how to make this. And then strawberries, about 100 grams of strawberries, just gonna pick the ends off them. Strawberries are still very low in sugar. They're still considered keto friendly in my books and a lot of people's books. They're about 5% sugar, so I'm gonna put about 80 grams in here now. So we'll just add some fruit into the mix, and gonna put this together. See, the problem with a NutriBullet, I do love NutriBullets because they're pretty handy, but that's full. To me, a smoothie can be bigger than this. So, there are a few other ones, I know Vitamix or something, that's a lot bigger, that has a lot better capacity, but this is what I have. Gonna blend this together now, so that's not even on. I was scared of that happening. It leaked a bit, but oh my god, it leaked a lot. That is a very good tasting smoothie. I'd say put a bit less water in. I went overkill with the water, but that is great tasting. So I'm gonna drink this up. Got a few things to get on with, so I'm gonna get on with them while I drink the smoothie up. I think it's gonna settle a bit. It better settle, but it's spilt. The moral of the story is, don't put the water in at first, put the water in bit by bit. Otherwise you get this. You get an overflowing smoothie. And we're losing macros, you know. This tastes really good. I'll shove the full recipe in below, but be careful of the water. Not so much water. I will see you in the next clip. So that smoothie didn't do a hell of a lot. I'm gonna have 50 grams of pumpkin seeds mixed with some coconut chips, if I can get them out. Coconut chips, and what coconut chips look like are these. I'm gonna have 30 grams of those, so that should time me over. It's almost like a trail mix, but not quite, without all those annoying raisins in there. Almost get in there, a bit more. Yep, this is my snack for now, and until the next clip, I'm gonna munch on these. So I'm pretty done tired now, feeling the fact that I got up at 5:30 this morning. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get ready. It's quite a long drive. I think that's the biggest off-put about going and training sometimes is the journey. My gym's pretty close, about 10 to 15 minutes, and my MMA is about an hour. So I'm going to jump in the car after I've got ready and go. Finding the motivation to do what you need to do sometimes. When I'm there, I'll feel great. I know I'll feel great. Afterwards, I'll feel great. So, yeah, sometimes just say to yourself, even though you can rather just chill and do nothing, it's better to just do what you need to do. What I need to do tonight is go sparring. So I'll check in after, I'll show you what I'm eating, let you know how I'm feeling, and I will see you shortly. Don't go anywhere. So I'm back, I'm showered, I trimmed up my beard, as you can see. What a great job. Yes, I know. So what I made is, I use these buckwheat noodles by King Soba. I'll drop the link in the description. So buckwheat and sweet potato gluten-free noodles. And then I made, it was meant to be like a minced turkey sort of curry. I used a coconut sauce and then I used some Thai spice, but it's turned into what looks like shepherd's pie on top of noodles. Yep, or like bolognese with potatoes. But I gave my best shot. Today hasn't been the best day of food. I haven't been that creative. My steak, it started strong, but yeah, declined. At least it's healthy, it's clean, it's still clean food. First I'm gonna have my Sharon and my apple before. So that is it for this video. I'm gonna put the full macros of this meal on the screen now, and then after that, the full macros of today. So until the next video, keep pushing those limits.